Hello, this is Jack from Laine. Today I'm introducing our newest YNU module, Catena. It's a 4-channel cascading control voltage toolkit we're calling a voltage chain. There are 4 channel signal inputs, each with a level control that can be switched between basic attenuation, where the signal is adjustable between 0 and 1, and attenuation, where the signal is 0 when the control is at 12 o'clock and is increased and inverted when turned anti-clockwise, or increased, just like the attenuator, when turned clockwise. Catena's channel inputs are normalised, or linked, cascading from left to right. This lets you mix CV or audio to create complex sum signals from more basic source material. Here we're taking the output of channel 2, which is the sum of a triangle LFO wave on channel 1 and a ramp wave on channel 2. Adjusting the attenuators allows precise balancing of the mixed signals. The 4 channels can of course be used independently, and the chain is broken as soon as a cable is patched into a channel output. 2 vertically stacked LEDs are next to each channel, with the topmost indicating that the input signal is positive and the lower representing negative voltages. If there are no input signals patched into a channel, then its functionality changes into a constant DC voltage reference source, which is attenuated by the channel control pot. The reference at maximum can be switched between 5 and 10 volts using the VREF toggle button. Having these single or combined bipolar offsets to hand is incredibly useful when patching inputs and outputs or level matching between various manufacturers' Eurorack modules. It's also good for combining constant and dynamic voltages to create ducking and sidechaining effects. As well as offset voltages available from the main channels, there is an extra offset control that adds the selected VREF simultaneously to channels 2, 3 and 4. Even more interesting is that there's also an external input jack for this offset, which breaks the VREF as the source, and the pot becomes a level control for this external input. Now, this is an adder, not a multiplier, so faster signals will give amplitude modulation and not ring modulation. However, many rich timbre effects as well as subtle, slow-moving modulation can be added to the existing input and offset setup. Even some pseudo VCA and gate effects are possible with some module pairings, or at a push it can be used as a 5-channel mixer. Channel 1 is kept disconnected from the signal to allow it to be used as the offset source, but this can be switched with a jumper on the rear of the module. Sliding the channel switch to the rightmost position unlocks a special alternative function per channel. Channel 1 and 2 alts are VC slew, lag or envelope processors. Channel 3 and 4 perform half-wave and full-wave rectification. Channel 1 alt mode is a percussive slew and responds to gate, trigger or DC inputs with an instant attack and a fast exponential decay envelope that's perfect for tight VCA control on drums and gated sequences. There's an additional slew response switch that tightens and loosens the slew curve. A slew CV input responds to plus/minus 10 volts and extends or contracts the envelope tail response. The alternative modes use the attenuator circuit at the input, so they can all be attenuated, offset or inverted as required. It's worth mentioning here that all 4 channel inputs are Zener soft clipped at plus and minus 10 volts or 20 volts peak to peak. The slew circuit on channel 2 is much looser and slower to respond compared to channel 1, making it more suited to tidal modulation or glide control on synths and instruments. The attack curve is lengthened depending on the slew control switch and has a similar CV response, only transposed to these longer attack and decay settings. Alt mode on channel 3 switches to half-wave rectification, where all of the signal below 0 volts is removed, leaving only positive voltages. This is useful for adjusting modulation signals for module inputs that only respond to positive signals. It can also be used for modulating or wave shaping the timbre of one or more oscillator signals. When in rectification mode, channel 3 provides some extra gain of around 1/3 of the input, which allows greater headroom when adjusting the rectifying cutoff point. Channel 4 in alt mode switches to full wave rectification, where the full input signal above and below 0 volts is shifted to positive values. Modulation and wave shaping options similar to channel 3 are easy to dial in. When wave shaping, it's also fun to combine full and half wave signals and modulate their polarity to create dense and unpredictable waveforms in both CV and audio. The last function to mention is the gain structure of channel 4, which is present in all modes. Instead of the plus or minus unity gain of channels 1 to 3, channel 4 doubles the input voltage at its maximum setting. This extra gain only applies to the patched input, leaving any chained signals or voltage references at their original value. Thanks for checking out this introduction to Catena, and please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on Laine modules.